And here's the weather forecast for the week of July 3rd. The moon is in Virgo, which needs to make things right. Perhaps you can use these next few days to create a more perfect union, or if you're not on holiday this weekend, for sorting, organizing, and perfecting your pitch. It's possible that we may experience a sense of urgency in matters of assertive communication and action. And I say that because on Monday, Mercury and Mars will be at the very end of Gemini and Aries, respectively. Now, in the language of astrology, whenever we have a planet at the end of a sign, whatever that planet represents demands extra attention. So with Mercury, it's talking, and with Mars, it's action or walking. On Tuesday morning, Mercury enters Cancer, suggesting that thought and communication may now be based more on subjective feelings than on an objective mindset until July 19th. Also on Tuesday, Mars, which refers to action and assertion, enters Taurus, where it will be until August 21st. Now, if Mars in Aries is the irresistible force, Mars in Taurus, which is an earth sign and likes to operate slowly and deliberately, Mars in Taurus is the immovable object. Fun fact, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi both have Mars in Taurus, and they are nothing if not enduring. Wouldn't you say? Moon enters Libra on Tuesday. Okay. Meanwhile, Moon enters Libra on Tuesday night, now seeking to resolve challenges with diplomacy, fairness, and balance. That balance may be challenged by the first quarter moon on Wednesday, which pits the sensitive emotional energy of the Cancer sun against the more rational needs of the Libra moon. So a power play or an emotional catharsis may grab our attention on Thursday night. Moon enters Scorpio on Friday morning, driving the weekend with a need to consolidate a certain depth of understanding for the sake of power and control. We may have big news in matters of publishing, foreign affairs, sports, and legal affairs, which reflects a challenge between Jupiter, planet of expansion, and Mercury, information, which is exact on Saturday night. Meanwhile, Monday, July 4th is the 246th birthday of the United States. Countries have birth charts, just as people do. And given what's going on in the United States this year, you may be thinking that there's a lot going on in the birth chart of the United States. And you'd be right. For example, for the first time in the history of the United States, Pluto, which in the language of astrology refers to power, resources, breakdown, and transformation, has returned to where it was at the time the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. Now, we've had similar Pluto episodes in US history, similar, not a Pluto return, but a similar Pluto pattern. Most recently in the early 80s, and before that in the early 30s. And if you follow the work of historians such as Heather Cox Richardson, you know that those were times when the balance of power and resources in the United States shifted. The 30s had the New Deal, and the 80s brought us Reaganomics. Now, I don't know where this current Pluto cycle will take us because we're still in the middle of it. It's lasting for the entire year, all of 2022. But I can say that what's happening now in the headlines, Supreme Court drives red and blue America in opposite directions, has a certain astrologic from the perspective of astrologers who've been anticipating this period in US history for a number of years. That's the weather forecast for the week of July 3rd. And I'm your weather gal, Elisabeth Grace. Back to you in the studio, Allison.